Oh, welcome. What's going on? What's good? How's everybody doing? I'm so excited right now, so I can't really contain myself. Yo, man, because like I was already at like a 6, but now I feel like I've got to take it up to a 12.
Hey,
so,
man.
For those who don't know, you see I got to let my shirt ride. I got to try and stick my chest out. So, for those who do not know, I am Chris Cage, also known as Cold King Cage. This is the Continuity Cast. Hey, screw all that other stuff. I got the one, the only, the hardest working man out here in these streets, Channel D. How you doing today, man?
Good, man. I'm good. How about yourself, bro?
I'm alive. I'll say that first and foremost. So for those who don't know, Channel D, we got the actor, we got the rapper, the singer, the podcaster, the YouTuber, the Twitcher. We got this man do some of everything. And before I say anything else, I want to say something. Yeah. Thank you so much for letting me borrow your Tesla last Saturday. we traded. He gave me the goddamn Lamborghini. Oh, see, look, man. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't got nothing compared to when you let me use a Batmobile that one time. Okay, back in Miami.
I will concede to that one.
There you go, right there.
We were in Miami. I was a little.
See, hey. See, I ain't got my ring on right now, but my baby knows what's up. All right, so first and foremost, I've already asked how you doing. It's so great to have you here. Yo,
what's up?
We gotta ask. I gotta ask on behalf of the people. Where did you start first? So we know you're on YouTube. You got podcasts. You're an actor. Everything. But what was step number one before you started to flourish in all these other things?
Step number one was just, honestly speaking, just going for it. The realization, I like entertainment. I love learning. I love helping people. I always had an appreciation for acting. Always for arts in general. And so I said, let me just go for it. Let me just do it.
All right.
So I got here to Pensacola, and at the time, I was just relaxing, doing my thing. And one day I said, man, I've always wanted to act. I always wanted to get on stage or get on film, but I was uncomfortable because my sister also does acting, and so I said, well, I always felt like it was a small little competition between us, and I don't want her to feel like I'm stepping into her lane and taking her thunder. But I said, you know what, man, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna go try it. Okay. So one day I was sitting at work. Okay. I just went on Google and I was like, hey, Google acting lessons in Pensacola. All right. And Pensacola Little Theater came up. So I said, well, come on. I'm just going to go pay the $250 for the intro class and I'm going to do it. So I paid for the intro class, and then while I was in the class, I was auditioning for theater roles and for short film roles, and I was getting stuff. I was getting consistent work. So I said, let me keep going. And my friends and I, we always wanted to do, that sounds like dumb, music group with them.
Ain't no such thing as dumb. What's good?
I know.
Look, what's up? Music
group with them. But that never happened. But my homeboy, he passed away a couple years ago.
My condolences.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, he suicided. So I really want to say, if you're going through anything, man, reach out to somebody and talk to them.
Please do that.
Talk to them. Rest in peace, man. I'm Boy Lamar. But he started rapping, which was really cool. It was really great. He's doing a great job. And he passed away. And I said, man, we all got together. We need to do this podcast. Call Georgia Bros 5. Incorporate all of our homeboys in it, and then just go and do it.
I'm with it.
So we started doing podcasts, and it's always a level to it. Yeah. So you started off like, man, my stuff is shit. Like my thumbnails are shit. The audio is shit. Everything's
y'all see this camera quality? Look, I'm about to say. Everybody saw me when I had the white background. Hey, now I got 5 pictures. But y'all can only see 2. So if I move too fast, the quality dips. So it is what it is. But now let me ask you a couple of questions because you said something really interesting. I know I have very minimal knowledge on a lot of the arts, but when it comes down to theater acting, I know that it's a stark difference from what we know as like TV roles and things like that. Especially because you gotta enunciate and you gotta
enunciate. You have to be very, very loud to talk to the entire arena, theater, audience, whatever. So it's a little bit more difficult, but there's a certain they're really to be in the same field of acting, they're really totally different. Totally different. Acting in front of a live audience is way different.
I was just about to ask that too, because like I'm thinking in my mind, I got to act in front of a big ass audience of everybody. Yeah. So if somebody sneezes, shut up.
Yeah, right. And so I gotta give the world that merges them both. I think in the most, I don't want to, how do I say, in the most, I don't know, conducive way.
Yeah,
like, will probably be like sitcoms. Mm-hmm. That tape in front of a live audience. Talk shows, there's a script, kind of not really sometimes. You know,
with teleprompters and things like that.
But sitcoms, they're different because those kind of sitcoms or drama shows where they do it in front of a live studio audience are way different because they actually do have a script, and that to learn the script for the whole entire thing, but do it in front of a live audience and record it and then make it a TV show. So it's kind of like, you know.
Do they even still do that now?
Some shows do that still, but not a whole lot.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, the last one I really remember doing it like that, I'd say was Martin. Just because you remember like the earlier seasons. I don't even know if it was the earlier seasons or just earlier seasons, but from my experience watching Martin, at the end of the show during the credits, they'd have like bloopers and stuff. Or Martin would he'd be making fun of somebody in the crowd and things like that. So that's how I was like, oh shit, so they actually have people there. Versus a lot of the other sitcoms I grew up with. Somebody grew up in the early and mid 2000s with a lot of the Disney Channel shows. Laugh Track. So, you know, I guess like, it wasn't that many people
Prince
there.
had a live audience, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I thought that, but I can't recall that. You know what I mean?
And they may record some scenes off camera or whatever, then put it together. But a lot of that stuff is, I mean, because like I said, for theater, you have to learn typically, you know, an hour and a half, maybe even longer, of a play. Rehearse it. We rehearsed for 6 weeks. You know, we rehearsed Monday through Friday for like 3 hours a night, you know?
I love it.
3 hours a night, that's, you know...
That's dedication right there because like, you gotta, like, if you half-ass it, it's gonna show. So you want to make sure you put in that work.
Right. It's like a month straight, 30 days straight of straight rehearsing the same script every single night.
Now, real quick, I'm gonna keep going down this actor hole because I myself, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and snitch on myself real quick. It was once upon a time. This is why I was in. This is when I was in Japan on my second time there. I had always wanted to do it beforehand, but for some reason I got real, not influenced, but I got inspired to do a couple things here and there. So I would watch active videos, just like, you know, just try to pick up a couple techniques and things such as that. And I started looking into scripts that I felt like I could really, you know, pull off or things such as that. Especially with charisma or something along those lines. So I looked into Reservoir Dogs. The no tipping scene. Now, for anybody who knows me, I will start shit with anybody over not tipping. I'll let everybody in the vicinity hate on me to say like, oh, you don't tip in this, that, and the third. I do tip, but just because myself and Mr. Steve Buscemi's character didn't tip, I was like, oh, this is fucking cake. So I ended up, look, he's speaking for the people right now. And then he dropped like 4 different niggers, and I was like, whoa, there goes that. So I ended up recording a little monologue, and I sent it to my wife, and I can't remember what she said at the moment, but she brought it up a couple weeks ago, and she was like, yeah, it was really good. And I was like, oh, you never said that to me. Huh. And here I was about to go cry in the corner. Look, exactly. I thought I was trash for like 3 years. But no, like I really do. I respect the craft. And to my next question, or my next request, describe to us that feeling of euphoria getting that callback.
Man,
is it better than like getting that callback for a job, or is it just like, oh shit?
Just all right. So. I've had the same job for like 10 years. So I don't know. I can't relate it to getting a new job. But I mean, to me, it is part of, you know, a profession of mine. So when I get that call back, because all right, so in theater it's a little bit different, right? You do your audition. Typically it's in an open room with other people, so you're auditioning there. So to be one of that, who knows? I mean, 30, 45 people to get that call is just amazing. It's just amazing. I will say this though. When I got so I'm in a feature film called Zombies. Zombies.
Shameless plug. Let's go.
Shameless plug. My bad.
I should have did that. I should have been the one to say that. I take my L's in stride.
You good. I'm gonna say that's all on me. I'm gonna say that. So I'm in a feature film called Zombies. We have an amazing cast, amazing crew, and Alicia Marie is the director, also the screenwriter, the producer, the lead actress. So when she called me, or when she emailed me and told me that they want to offer me the part of Jake Simmons as the lead role, man, I was elated, bro. I couldn't even explain like how it was crazy. It was crazy, and I felt like, yo, I gotta bring it. This is my first time getting a lead role.
Exactly.
This is my first feature film.
Yeah.
And now my first feature film, I'm in a lead role. So I'm like, damn, I gotta bring it. I gotta bring it because people are watching for this thing, man.
Of course.
And I can't blow it. So
you won't blow it. We only speak in positivity, dog.
Man.
I'm putting great things on you right now. You about to blow it out the water.
Thanks. Ooh.
Zombies, A Quiet Place Part 3. Check my boy out. It's a wrap. He's about to change the game.
Look, man. Look. Okay, so just so that everybody knows, it's the public knowledge, but we're actually done with our photography.
Okay.
Principal photography. All that stuff is done. So all that is now is officially in post-production. So editing, color grading, audio syncing, CGI, that's all that's going to be happening right now.
Shit.
So all of the photography, all the acting, it's out of my hands. I'm done. I gave my 180% to it.
Good.
So we all bust our ass.
Hey, look, the way I say it, as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and say that I did my absolute best and held nothing back, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
And all you can do is grow from there.
Yep.
That's all you can do.
Yeah,
now,
man.
I gotta say, congratulations, dog.
Thanks,
You're taking so many
it.
great steps, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, with that being said, I watched A Quiet Place Part 2 last night. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right. In my strong opinion, that's like high level acting right there. You know how you know how hard it is to not have to have sound and shit, and have to be able to like go off of pure emotion, facial reaction, just like especially to hold everything back. Yo, big shout outs to everybody from A Quiet Place 1 and 2 who had to like pull all that shit off.
That's like straight body language.
Yes.
I think stuff like that and stuff like I would say even like Marvel movies. I give them the most notable because I mean like CGI, right?
Yeah.
So like CGI, we have to like imagine another creature is there. Yeah. Just you're talking to another creature, imagine the creature. All of that. It's just difficult.
Oh yeah, so watching like behind the scenes of Jungle Book. Yeah. That little kid, he had to talk to like a bunch of adults with green screen suits on with like a little sign or something.
He did great.
He did a damn good job. Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, they had to look at like little red lights that were sitting on James Spader's head. Yeah. So James Spader's right here, so they had to look up here the whole time.
Look at a line of sight. You know
exactly. So I'm really amazed by this stuff.
Yeah, it's difficult, but I gotta give it to them.
I believe it wholeheartedly.
To them, man.
Look, you know what? Next, hats off, and this is probably gonna be my last shout out for this one because I was real disappointed with the whole season 8. Game of Thrones. I gotta give it up to Daenerys when she went wild. She lost her mind over a crane. If we being real, behind the scenes, she lost her shit over a crane. I'm thinking like, man, they really found real dragons. I knew England was popping this time of year, but I didn't know it was popping this, man. I was like, I didn't know it was going down like that. And lo and behold, behind the scenes, it was a crane. Like she's sitting on something. And if you look at the behind the scenes, it's just whatever it is with green screen behind it. So I was like, oh, shout out to her. Because she did the damn thing. Damn. All right, man. Now, I tried to preface you beforehand. I haven't seen shit. I haven't watched it. So recently, I went through a major change, which is why I had to come to the master over here, especially about building this PC. So,
this guy.
My last unit of delivering content, my laptop, it was a MacBook Pro. Yeah. That thing went belly up on me. She couldn't do it no more. Betsy couldn't handle it. So that's why I had to turn around and build the PC. But I told myself I'm not going to read anything. I'm not going to watch anything. Yeah. So I deprived myself of weeks worth, months worth of One Piece, My Hero Academia. I still haven't caught up to Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm slowly on the way. I was behind that already for a long time. You ain't got to look away like that. I told you I'm on the comeback, but I missed out on shows like WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Now, with that being said, we mentioned MCU a second ago. Yeah. Give me your thoughts on Phase 4. I haven't seen anything. So I haven't seen any TV shows. Haven't seen any of the new trailers, so I haven't seen the Eternals trailer or Shang-Chi. But give me what your level of excitement is for it.
Through the roof. I'll be honest with you. Marvel hasn't, to me, weaved a story that I'm like, this is fucking trash. Like I haven't had that moment yet. Well, I mean, I don't watch Aces of Shield or Cloak and Dagger or Runaways. I watch.
I haven't seen any of those.
I watched a couple of the Netflix shows.
I'm thinking Thor: Dark World.
Yeah. Well, I mean like an overarching story.
Oh, okay,
yeah. I didn't. No shame to Chris Hemsworth. I love his Thor character, but I didn't really enjoy Thor 1 as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
And Thor: Dark World 2 let me down a little more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But 3 Ragnarok, awesome. They just finished filming.
Oh, Love and Thunder?
Yeah, they just finished filming Love and Thunder, so that's gonna be dope when it comes out. But I saw the Phase 4 trailer. It looks hella dope, and I'm excited for all these movies coming out. It's gonna be awesome. Loki comes out this month. That's dope. Shang-Chi gonna drop this year. I'm ready for that.
I'm excited for you.
Eternals?
Because when I tell you...
Hold on. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
I'm on the opposite side of the fence. Where I got off the train. This was my swan song. Endgame was where I was like, all right,
I'm good.
I've seen everything I need to see.
I need nothing
From
else.
this point on, it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And the way that I'm dissecting a lot of the routes that they're gonna go, it doesn't seem like it's gonna. Well, I trust Kevin Feige with storytelling. He made D-list characters, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, the stars of everybody's world.
Yeah.
And then he added Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Now, where I don't trust it is we took somebody like the Hulk, and you saw what ended up happening to him. Mm-hmm. The Hulk's still been missing since his ass whooping in space. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the fence about so many different things, but I'll say this. When it comes down to superhero movies as a whole, what I fear the most is fatigue. I am so scared of superhero fatigue, and I feel as though one movie kind of pulled me out of that a little bit, and that was Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League.
That was a 4-hour film.
Because it was dark.
Film. Yeah.
I know, but it was so enamoring. It was extremely good. Yeah. It was rough to get to. I got you, 4 hours.
Yeah.
But damn it, I was hooked like a motherfucker.
2 different takes. I had the 2-hour chunk and the other 2-hour chunk. I can't do this whole 4 hours.
But see, the reason why it had me so hooked like that is because it went a different route than what we're so used to the MCU doing for the last 10 years. We're used to the action comedy, lighthearted, okay, shit got serious for a little bit, okay, but it's back to normal. All right, we're good now. Superheroes win at the end of the day. But why do you think we love Infinity War so much? Because the superheroes didn't win, but the protagonist won.
Yeah,
Thanos came through, and he put the hands on everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite.
I tell people all the time, that is how you establish a character. First 15 minutes of the film, you see Thanos pop up, beat the shit out the Hulk, kill him, dog.
Beat the fuck out the Hulk.
Kill Loki.
Oh my god.
Send Thor into space and move the fuck on.
Yeah.
I said,
I was like, yo, this has been 5 minutes. What the fuck?
I was like,
where's the rest of the movie?
Look.
By the time Thanos sat down at the end of the movie, I was like, no. This has got to be an illusion.
Say how it's been, right?
Credits. What?
Yeah.
What? Yo. But when I'm saying, so with going back to Justice League, how dark it was. Mm-hmm. That apocalypse scene, Superman holding Batman's head, it built up so much interest. And yes, this isn't what we typically get, but that stories like that, Injustice, especially that video game series where we took these big, hopeful, colorful superheroes that were like clear-cut Boy Scout Superman, and we made them dark. Where else could we go with this? Where else does Zack Snyder think he's going to take us? And I don't see Marvel doing anything as bold as that.
I don't know, because I feel like Marvel's storytelling is really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. I feel like DC storytelling is only really good in animated comics and in animated films. Yeah, the animation films, amazing.
But the best ones that we love the most are, guess what? The dark ones.
Yeah,
Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah.
Oh, Wonder Woman took out Billy Batson like that.
But the thing is, have you read Injustice?
The comics? I started with the first volume where you see why Superman snaps like a motherfucker. Right. So I've seen that. I'm aware of that, but I haven't read it from then.
In my opinion, you can akin Civil War Marvel to Injustice DC.
Yeah.
And arguably, Injustice might be better. Injustice might be better.
Wait.
Honestly.
The comic book storyline. Civil War.
Civil War, yeah.
Bold statement.
It's very bold.
Because one thing I really enjoyed about the original Civil War storyline, and I got to give a huge shout out to Comics Explained. Comics Explained, come through, Rob, come through. But one thing that he did, he put like this big amalgamation of all his videos together. He made one long story, so it made running on a treadmill a lot easier for me. Back then. Yeah. But he went in depth, and in Civil War they didn't just show the big heroes, Spider-Man, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, everybody's reaction. They showed the little ones too. Mm-hmm. So they showed like superheroes that are saying like, man, I'm a fucking college student. I'm just doing this stuff on the side. I don't even want to do this forever. Like people dropped out being a superhero because of the stress that was too much. With Injustice and Civil War, I feel as though they're not on the same. The level of severity isn't nearly as there, because at the end of the day, this is just Civil War is just people who can't talk, who can't just have a conversation and get to the end of it.
Well, have you read the comic books?
I read it a long time ago, and that's why I had to give a shout out to Comics Explained, because I listened to his long stories on it.
It's way.
That's why I said it goes into deep depth.
Captain America is a great film, but it's way different than the comic book where it came from. Yeah, because you have the entire Marvel universe at your fingertips when you're doing Civil War. Yeah, they only have but so many established characters and so many properties allowed, so it's just different in the film. But the comic book original,
New York was trashed.
It's just so different, man.
But Spider-Man beat the shit out of Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but people getting killed, people blowing up. You know what I'm saying? People dying. But if you watch Injustice, man, just the way it even starts off is. Are you familiar with it? Yeah. Okay.
Also, I know what happens to Lois. Yeah. I know what happens to Lois.
People who have not read Injustice, the comic book, or maybe you just played the video game. Yeah. How it pretty much starts off is Superman's in love with Lois Lane. They're married, having a great old time. Mm-hmm. Joker gets out of jail, kills Lois Lane. Superman goes absolutely batshit insane, finds Joker. Batman pleads him not to kill him. Superman kills Joker. And
on top of that, at the same time, Joker simultaneously blew up Metropolis. Right. As well as Superman and Lois Lane's unborn child. Right. So, literally, the day he heard the news, the heartbeat, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Everything was taken away from Superman. Right, so Superman straight up snapped. He said, this is not going to happen again. Yeah, never. Yeah. Absolute power.
So he starts ruling with an iron fist. Yeah. And Batman goes into we got to kill this man. We got to stop this man.
That's the thing about Batman, though. Yeah, he still didn't want to kill him, because Injustice 2, he picked back up. Well, no, at the end of Injustice 1, he puts him in a Red Sun prison cell. Mm-hmm. Injustice 2, they got to go get him out the Red Sun prison cell and then put him back in there by the end of the game, depending on how you finish it.
Well, I'm talking about the comic books.
Okay, all right, so it's on the comic books.
It's a little bit different in the comic books, yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, the things that happen in the comic do not happen in the game. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. There's a part where...
the comics overtake the game.
I think it's better. Oh yeah, the comic books.
No, not on like a preference scale, but like as a story wise. So you start off with the comics take place before the game, and then during the game, and then it goes further.
The Injustice video game is a little. It's an adaptation of the comic book series. Yeah. So it's not. The stories aren't totally the same.
There it is. Yeah. Okay.
They aren't totally the same. Okay. But it's kind of like. I don't want to akin it to the Marvel with Civil War, but it is different. It is different. Mm-hmm. That comic book series, some shit be happening. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't got this one. It's over.
Oh yeah, look, I was about to say it ain't looking too hot for the kid right now. Yeah. Hold on, you just give me half a second, everybody. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I got our chat pulled up. It was around here somewhere.
What's this, the chat?
Yeah, unless I had it on a different screen.
Well, while he's doing that, man, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in to the Continuity Cast. We appreciate it. Hey. This is actually my very first time being a guest on a podcast. As you know,
it won't be the last.
It won't be the last. As you know, shameless plug. We do Georgia Bros 5 podcast, and so we're starting to take a little page from your notebook and think about doing some guest appearances, some guest interviews. So yeah. This man got stuff going. He got stuff going. He got stuff coming up. I love it.
Hey, look, we out here just trying to put in this work. That's all this essentially is. Man. Like, so I want to take this back to our MCU conversation. Now, the movies that they have already announced. Once again, I already mentioned how I jumped off the plane ride. I feel as though Marvel's not going to...
He's in the gulag.
Yeah, look, I'm about to say, I'm in the gulag right now. So, Marvel isn't... I don't expect Marvel to go into a tone shift because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's a reason why there's a McDonald's on every corner of every fucking place in the world. Yeah. All right, bet. Now, with that being said, I think they're going to stick with what is safe and what they've done with for over 10, 15 years, whatever the timeline is. What now we're at the point where none of these movies even sound exciting to me. Like Spider-Man, I literally have Spider-Man tattooed on my arm. Clearly my favorite Marvel character. I'm not excited for the next movie because I feel like with Marvel right now, shit's not hidden. Just slap Spider-Verse on top of it. Just throw Spider-Verse on top of it. Comic books, Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse. Fucking
Spider-Verse is good as hell though.
Animated movie Into the Spider-Verse
is good as hell though.
How many video games we got with a Spider-Verse storyline? Yeah. Because we got the one where Spider-Man 2009 and 2099 met. Then we got the 4 different Spider-Man. I think it was like a cracked dimension because Neil Patrick Harris played the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. We got fucking how many other ones where we just like constantly got to do this. And now we got a movie. It's like, damn, just slap Spider-Verse on there and it'll ride from there.
Did you see Spider-Verse?
Which one?
Spider-Verse, only the...
Oh, so with Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was fucking phenomenal. I ain't denying it.
That's my number 2 Spider-Man movie.
But I'll say this.
Period.
I'll say this. I enjoyed Peter B. Parker way more than Miles Morales. Just because this was this was a great change in pace of the Spider-Man character than what we are used to seeing now. Especially with the Spider-Man game from 2018, 2019, where we get an experienced Spider-Man instead of getting which web slinger am I using? Right. Oh, I can't figure out how to he's not fucking around no more. I really
think Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi trilogy is the best Spider-Man because it shows. Because he's past 1. Yeah. He's figured out his powers. He's figured out who he is. Now he's an adult in the real world, having to worry about real life relationships, his family, his fucking
his job,
his job.
He got that pizza sticker snatched off his head in the beginning.
He's sitting here trying to figure everything out, and while he's figuring everything out, the girl that he loves, he sacrifices everything, relationships, family, all that, to be a hero for the city, and it costs him the woman he wants to be with forever. So it's such a, to me it's so good. And I think people forget that when they weigh it against stuff like Homecoming. And no offense, but he's a kid in high school. Like his troubles aren't. It's relatable because we've all been in high school, but his troubles aren't like real life, real world. I'm an adult troubles.
You ready for me to disagree? All right, so here we go. I'm gonna say this because I gotta take it. Once again, Spider-Man's my favorite, so I've watched a half decent amount of media. Clearly, not as much as everybody else in the world. Right. Spectacular Spider-Man. Have you seen that cartoon? Mm-hmm. Nothing but adult troubles.
Years ago, yeah.
Nothing but adult troubles. Like literally, in the first few episodes, Aunt May cannot finish. She needs help with the bills, and Dr. Connors isn't paying the most for Spider-Man as an intern. Yeah. So he goes around and he's looking for other jobs. Yeah. He runs into the Daily Bugle. I think it's one of the episodes where Dr. Connors turns into the Lizard and Peter gets paid for taking pictures. Yeah. Now his coworkers and his friends can't stand him because they took he monetized off of a dark moment for them. Yeah. And now you see Peter struggling with that because he's like, yo, I got to make ends meet, and at the same time, look at how I'm making ends meet. Mm-hmm. Then it kind of does this this I want to say Batman the animated series. Not really the animated series, but kind of Batman mythos kind of thing where you have that theory where Batman creates his villains. Would the city be better off without him? Spectacular Spider-Man. He has a very close vicinity to a lot of the villains that end up getting made. Okay. So you remember in that cartoon series, Electro was an electrician. He was just there. He was just Max at the time. He was just working on stuff. They was laughing, joking around, having a good time. Yeah. And then a freak accident happened. Mm-hmm. And now, Spider-Man legitimately has a reason to care for him on a much more deeper level than anything else. Everything keeps happening. Everything keeps popping off, even though he is in high school. And I think that's what made Spider-Man very relatable at the beginning. Was he is in high school, but he's got these adult problems.
Yeah.
Spider-Man not only had to used to worry about making it through the rent. First, I got to worry about getting a prom date. Second, I got to figure out how to help my Aunt May out because the breadwinner, Uncle Ben, passed away. Right. So now what are we going to do? Aunt May can't do it all by herself. Right. She's stressed out and she's older. So, Spider-Man is always had these adult problems to deal with. And I'm not knocking I'm not going to say I'm not knocking how they're writing him now, especially because it makes sense for the MCU. Spider-Man's got all of Tony Stark's villains, though.
Wait, so I thought you said you disagree with me.
I said I disagree with you in that Spider-Man has always had adult problems, even though he was in high school.
I think like the adult. I think that's what makes Spider-Man 2 the superior one. Okay. Because it introduces more of that, and it weighs in on content. The problem with me with Far From Home and Homecoming is you take Spider-Man, the character is hand in hand with consequence, and when it comes to like what happens because of doing certain things, and sacrifice, that is the character that sacrifice and consequence goes hand in hand with Spider-Man. And they take away all of that in Far From Home and Homecoming, all of that.
Explain how.
Well, because you look at the story, every time you look at Homecoming and Far From Home, every time he does anything wrong that should cost him something, nothing happens. He suffers no consequences. May doesn't have any money struggles. Nothing's wrong with that. Yeah. The girl likes him. Nothing's wrong with that.
Well, I said Tony Stark mostly took care of all the money problems.
He's literally just Iron Man Jr.
Yeah.
He has Iron Man.
Oh, look, they call him Spider Boy.
Yeah. But
look, put some respect on my boy's name.
Like, it's sad because he has no problems. He has no money issues. He gets the girl. He can do whatever he wants, make whatever mistake he wants, and it all just works out. It's never like there's no lasting. If you look at Spider-Man Far From Home and Homecoming and look at the end of the movie, where does anything that he did in the movie that if he made a bad decision cost him?
Especially when he activated Edith.
Edith, right?
But it was at the end of the movie where he had to get framed in order for that shift to happen.
Effect is from that, but that wasn't really like his consequence for what he did. You know what I'm saying? That was just a villain being a villain. Yeah. But you look at everything else he's done in the movie that was just like blatantly stupid or wrong, and he has no consequences for it. And it's like, this is meant for entertainment. Because he does it all of that and then goes right through the movie and nothing that happens to him.
Another thing that makes me wonder about these is like all three of the movies are going to be coming of age stories.
I can't wait to that point where he's like, because I mean, Tom Holland's like what 23, 24 now. So I can't wait till he actually like is an adult in the Spider-Man, in the MCU, so we can like see like what happens next. I feel like there'll never be any money issues, and if there is, it won't be really realistic because Tony Stark is like his dad. So you know what I'm saying. So and there's no.
He's basically Tony Stark had to make sure that he was set, right? And as well as he's supposed to replace Tony Stark as as a tech genius,
as a tech smart guy. So it's like, well, he's never gonna be broke. He's never gonna have no money.
Isn't there gonna be an Ironheart show as well?
Yeah.
Well, there goes that too.
Yeah.
So now that's gonna be an interesting dynamic to see who's gonna be the heir of Tony Stark, essentially.
So I don't know, man. I feel like they just
see once again, and that's what I'm saying. I don't have anything to really get excited about except for Mahershala Ali as Blade.
Yeah.
I need him. I got faith that he is currently in like all kind of martial arts and kung fu classes as we speak. I know he's got like a purple heart, a purple belt, and everything right about now. I know he's training for that.
And I'm about excited for him as Blade as I was for Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, because I watched a lot of his stuff before he got cast as a Black Panther, and I knew he was gonna kill it. Because if you watch like Get On Up, James Brown story. Yep. He plays James Brown. Yep. He plays Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, he plays everybody. He
can play any black historical character. Yeah. And it's just like, that's him. That's the person. Like, you watch James Brown, you're like, that's James Brown. Especially
yes, James. Yes.
I'm telling you, man, he killed 42. Jackie Robinson story, killed it. So I knew when he got casted as T'Challa, he was going to kill it, man. He did. He did. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. But he killed it. He killed it. Yeah. So I'm excited for him because I've watched Mr. Ali's stuff, man. He's crazy.
Mahershala Ali, like wherever he touches, turns to gold. Except for Alito, the Battle Angel. That was a great movie, but I didn't like the fact he died.
Yeah,
that's only it. I just be hating.
You watch him as Cottonmouth in the season 1 of
Luke Cage? I stopped watching when he died.
I can understand that.
And there's nothing wrong with Alfred Woodard's performance as Black Maria. It's just I liked him as Cottonmouth.
Yeah, he was so good.
He was cold.
Awesome. Yeah,
he was a bad dude.
Yeah.
Now we got what other movies coming out? We got The Eternals coming out with Paperboy and Angelina Jolie and Rob Stark. Trust and believe. I know nothing about any of these things. How do you feel about this movie coming out soon?
I don't know much about Eternals. I'm excited because it's a Marvel movie and it's been set back because of unforeseen circumstances and COVID and whatnot. So I'm happy to see like it's about to be released. Mm-hmm. I'm more excited to see the continuation of the Thor story in Love and Thunder. I'm more excited for that than for Eternals. So, but
what part of that makes you the most excited?
The director's awesome, man.
Oh, Taika Waititi.
Yeah,
you just want to see what's next direction.
He turned Thor around with Ragnarok.
I'll say he definitely turned it around, especially making it focus more on comedy than anything else. With my thoughts on Love and Thunder, I'm more excited to see Thor with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
I don't really care for Jane Foster's Thor.
I do not. I
don't really care for Valkyrie like that.
And that's my problem with a lot of with first off, she's just not believable. In my opinion, I have to see it, but she's just not believable as a character. My problem with
is it Natalie Portman who played Jane Foster? Yes, okay. We haven't seen her in a while.
Right, exactly. And I thought she had left the MCU. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When that whole Age of Ultron thing happened and he talked about it, at that point in time, I don't think that she was in the MCU anymore. Mm-hmm. So I guess, I don't know, whatever happens. But it's
when the money comes to calling.
Hey,
when the money comes to calling.
When the
Robert Downey Jr. hit a hard U-turn because he was supposed to stop after Age of Ultron, I think. And then look, he came out with
Iron Man 3 he was supposed to start.
It was Iron Man 3. And then that lawyer show, he had that lawyer movie, The Judge.
Yeah,
and then
him in his day,
then that MCU check came, whispering in his ear.
I think that year he was the highest paid actor. Man, he had like $90 million.
Hell yeah! And then he came back and kept going with that. I ain't mad at it.
But I'm glad he did because the end of that story is just going to make it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see it, man.
No, let's go back to Natalie Portman's. No, not Natalie Portman, but Jane Foster's Thor.
Yeah.
So
my overarching problem is trying to take established characters and turn them into females or minorities.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Oh, as long as we feel the same way.
Exactly.
See, look.
There's already enough characters you can already take that are black or that are females and build them up. You know what I'm saying? You literally had a whole A-team, you know what I'm saying, the Avengers, the female version of Avengers, team up to help out Spider-Man in Endgame. You already have plenty of female characters. Mm-hmm. Why not just use them? Why take another character and then place them as Thor?
Now see,
or place them as Iron Man, or make Shuri the Black Panther.
Now what we're doing now with the MCU is what Marvel did in All New, All Different. So they're just bringing back characters from All New, All Different. So these are already established characters.
Right.
By that it's just
you don't want to give
this is what people were fussing about beforehand.
DC, give us a Static Shock movie. All right. Don't do nothing else. Give us
no. I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
Give us Icon.
Look.
To hell with the Black Superman thing. Look. Give us Icon. It's literally the same movie. That's literally what it's going to be.
I'm telling you. I don't need you to take these already established white characters and make them, or white male characters, and make them black or make them females. Just give me the characters that are already good minorities or female and make them put them on the big screen.
In my opinion, I hate sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
I got a lot of fucking pride.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to let's say this is a brand new shiny, PS5.
Yeah.
And I got it. And I use it up for years and years and years and years and years. Then the PS7 comes out and I'm like, here you go, nigga. You can have it. Yeah, celebrate it. Oh, we didn't give it to a white guy. We didn't give it to a white guy.
Oh man, I'm so shut my face, man.
Basically, so I'm not finna sit here and bash nobody. Like, if you really worked hard for the role and you picked it up, by all means, go forth to do great things. I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna fucking give him my money like that. I'll probably catch it years later down the line just because I already know these characters. These characters have already been established for many, many years. Yeah. At that point, I believe it's lazy for them to either not take these lesser known characters and then build them up, or to just make a whole new character.
The only one that makes sense to me right now is really Falcon.
Even because Falcon was always black, but they built him up to take over that
as his friend and partner for that many years.
But see, I don't really care for. I don't really like legacy characters like that either. Mm-hmm. Like, I got Batman tattooed on my arm as well. Yeah. Bruce Wayne will always be Batman. I don't give a damn about Dick Grayson picking up the mantle. Yeah. I don't care about Jason Todd doing it either. Damian Wayne can do it in the future. Yeah. Fuck, we got what's his name? Terry from Batman Beyond. Yeah. Trust me. But guess what? Every time I had to say Batman Beyond. Yeah. That way you knew who I was talking about. Right, But when I say Batman, you know Bruce Wayne. Why do we have to keep saying Miles Morales instead of just saying Spider-Man? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's that right there. Yeah. There was I think they stopped saying Spider-Gwen and they started calling her Ghost Spider because they now we're taking away from the what made this character so special, especially when we hand it down. But at the same time, I can kind of see how my logic is defeated because I love Wally West's Flash more than Barry Allen and Jay Garrick. So it's a slippery slope. It's very gray in that in that regards. But with the way that the MCU's looking, the focus is primarily on diversity. Right. Cool. I'm with it. By all means, focus on giving me a good story first. Right. Because they knew what they was doing with Captain Marvel. Yep. And my feel can't nobody shame me into liking Captain Marvel. Wait. Can't nobody shame me into liking Captain Marvel. Captain
Marvel's alright.
It's just keyword is alright. It's just alright. Yeah. But it's the placement of it. Right. Everybody thought, oh shit, we got to go see Captain Marvel because it's gonna lead right into Endgame. Yeah. Did it? Yeah. No. What did it do? What you mean? What did it do? What did it set up? What did it make different?
Endgame?
What did Captain Marvel do to set up for Endgame?
You mean as far as...
So you remember, Infinity War came out first. Yeah. Then Captain Marvel. Yeah. And then Endgame. So because Captain Marvel was in the middle, everybody was like, oh shit, we got to go see Captain Marvel to see how it leads into Endgame. Yeah. What did it do? It showed us that Nick Fury came up with the name Avengers because of Carol. Nick Fury lost his fucking eye because of a cat. Yeah. Fucking look, mad as shit about that. Yeah, man. Look, they made Maria. No, not Maria. Monica Rambeau was raised by a single mother. Did he because of that cat? Say it again.
Did he because of that cat?
Yeah, remember because he picked up the cat. He was looking at it, and the cat randomly just said, "You know what? Fuck your eye," and took it out.
But did he only get scratched or did he lose his eye? Because I remember him saying in Winter Soldier,
when I lost my eye.
Last time I trust somebody, I lost my eye.
Yeah, I guess it was a cat.
And I'm like,
it was the fucking cat.
They really reduced that, man.
That's why I don't like cats now.
They really reduced that, man.
But it was just all right, and I don't really care for Brie Larson's performance as Captain America. Yeah, Captain Marvel. I still say Emily Blunt would have fucking killed it because Emily Blunt's a fucking thug in everything that she touches.
But the thing is, man, like Brie Larson, and I don't mean no disrespect to her, you know what I'm saying, but I watch a lot of her stuff and I watch her interviews, and she's just a little too disrespectful sometimes, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna let it ride because
like female, woman, and not that I'm against that, but it's like you don't have to insert that into every single situation. Like it, you can dial it back in some. It doesn't have to always be brought up every
canceled.
Time. Yeah,
canceled. No, shut up. Canceled. Yeah. You're done. Fired. Yeah, stream over.
I know, right? I guess I'm done forever.
Well, there goes your acting career.
I disagree with Brie Larson,
but I agree in that. I really do agree with you. When it comes down to, I genuinely don't care. That's why I'm at the point where I'm not gonna fuss about it. I'm not gonna make all the different videos. I'm just not gonna give him my money. Yeah. I'm not gonna give him my money. I'm not gonna give him my attention. Which is why, once again, haven't watched no trailers, haven't seen anything. Yeah. I finished. Yeah. I hit the end of the road. Now, if some wild shit goes down and the whole world ends up like losing it over Spider-Man, No Way Home, or whatever it's called, all right, I'll watch it. I'll see what all the hype's about. Mahershala Ali, I'm definitely watching that. I have to see what that's going on. Blade. I gotta watch Blade.
First off, you need to watch WandaVision.
I heard that was good at first.
It's good all eight episodes are good.
Okay.
All eight are good. All eight are good. It's a build up.
Oh, shut up, Siri.
But it's a build up, but it's people are just impatient. But those first 3 episodes is just world building. But you look at from the jump, Falcon Winter Soldier, from the jump, action. All 6 episodes, awesome. Awesome. You gotta if I recommend one or the other, I'll recommend that one first.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, 6 episodes, so it's less episodes, but it's really, really good.
Bold move, Kaiden.
It's really, really good. Hey, look, it's really, really good. Invincible.
Now, Invincible, alright, Invincible's a whole nother monster.
Yeah.
Because that one, it's not Valiant. I don't think it's Dark Horse. Because Robert Kirkman made that. Robert Kirkman is the same writer who gave us The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So, with that story, you know he's going in.
Yeah.
He's going the fuck in.
Yeah.
Regardless. And I heard that I heard that he made some things different between the comic books and the cartoon and the animated series. So I'm gonna give that a watch because I haven't seen that one either.
I was gonna read the comic book. I was like, I don't want to read the comic book. Then like feel like I don't want to watch the show anymore. So I was like, I'll just wait to read the comic book maybe until after the show's completed. But I've watched the whole first season. First off, I hate to switch gears so much, but I want to go back to you brought up Gwen.
Yeah.
This is why I feel like for me personally, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one of the top 3 or 4 Spider-Man movie theater films. Because the arc in that is so awesome for me personally.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, making sure I heard you properly.
Yep. I said it. And it did what almost no other superhero or especially Marvel MCU movie does. And that's kill the protagonist, main love interest. How many films do that in the MCU?
Oh, in the MCU? No, none.
But
it's not in the MCU because that's still a Sony movie.
Well, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you're saying just Marvel, DC, like superhero in general?
That risk. How many times is that? How many times do you see that happening? Them killing off the protagonist's love interest.
All right, well, they do it all the time in the comics now, but that event right there is what kicked off the Silver Age of comics.
Yeah,
like the death of Gwen Stacy, and that's when shit started to go downhill and dark for all kinds of superheroes. So,
this is the effect that you can have on it, and they did it right. I think personally, the comedy was good. I think the severity of situations was good. The consequence was there. You know, of course, it has its flaws. You know, it's a film.
It suffered from too many villains, just like Spider-Man 3. Just like Spider-Man 3.
There's only 2 villains in the movie.
It's 3.
I mean, it'll kind of right on me. It's like, a little intro. It was a little thing in the beginning, and it was gone the rest of the whole movie. You really don't count
so if that's the case, Spider-Man 3, Goblin.
That's like saying
that's literally
like saying there's 2 many villains in Spider-Man Homecoming, because he fought Vulture's henchman.
So Shocker and Vulture.
Yeah. That's just 2 people.
So it's just 2. But with The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, it kind of like it still had 3 villains.
Yeah.
And it was just one thing on top of another on top of another.
But see, the thing is, the pacing in Spider-Man 3 is just bad.
Yeah. You didn't like when he was dancing?
It's just
now dig on this.
The dancing part was the best part. I'm just kidding.
Shit. Look. That shit right there. I was like, yo, man, whoever was smoking whatever.
The fact that they wrote that in there and Tobey Maguire was like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like,
look.
You don't see how that does not fit the character? I was like, it just don't.
I just want to know, since when did the black suit just make you that edgy to where you out there dancing at a jazz bar? Emo. That man was out there getting it, though.
You look like kissing whoever he wanted.
Hey, but that part where he was talking shit to Harry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, he had his big balls on. I was like, he's doing whatever he want to do, bro.
You know what that shit reminded me of? Yeah. You seen The Boys, right?
Yeah.
You seen season 2 where they start shooting at Homelander and he's like, ooh, yes. That's the shit right there. Every time I think of those 2 scenes, I get a good ass laugh because I was like, yo, that was unnecessary, but it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
All right, so you really enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I ain't got nothing against that.
I did.
I was taken out of it a little bit because of I really enjoyed Jamie Foxx at first, and then he just went evil as shit for nowhere. He went from one extreme to the next extreme.
I will say that arc could have been written better.
Yeah,
for development. I understand it, but understanding it doesn't make it.
And I'm not. Look, don't sign me on shit because I'm gonna give you nothing but these barbershop takes. But fucking, I think like that's one of those movies where the studio was like, nah, man, do this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and the director was all like,
that's
okay.
the thing, like possibly so. But that's the thing about some certain things is there have been movies where very vital information has been cut from the theatrical release.
The Snyder Cut.
Right. You
know
what I'm saying?
So the Ultimate Edition.
Right. So it's like when you see a movie. I mean, I don't watch Star Wars. All right. Sorry. All right. But I had a friend of mine, my boy Thomas. He was talking about how this character was making no sense from the very beginning of the movie to the very end. Mm-hmm. Except when you watch the bloopers, or not the bloopers, but the director's part, you know what I'm saying? Where they
director's cut.
Right, where they include certain things on it. There's a certain vital information for a character that made all their actions make sense, but it wasn't in the theatrical release. So the character was like ruined. But if you watch that version, in the very beginning, you'll see that this character has this going on, and they say this, this, and this, which make everything make sense. Mm-hmm. But, you know, sometimes they just
I feel
out the runtime for some reason.
I feel so bad for Star Wars fans. Because I got so many old friends of mine who were like huge into Star Wars. So they would come to me. We had an equivalent exchange. Yeah. I give you Marvel, DC, MCU knowledge. They give me Star Wars knowledge. Yeah. What ended up turning into, go watch all these MCU movies.
Yeah. Go watch all these Star Wars movies.
No. Which Star Wars movies do I save my money on? All of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Yeah, so they were essentially going through it for a little bit. They didn't have too much to love, but you know, at least they like put me onto the cartoons.
New trilogies.
Exactly. So we over here with our superheroes. We like, yo, life is great right now. Did you see Infinity War?
Like, oh!
Yeah, exactly. They over there losing their minds and shit. And they're like, nothing makes sense. And I'm like, oh fuck. When you got the actual actors, Mark Hamill, dog, is out here talking shit. I'm like, fuck. Yo, they really hurting out here. Couldn't be us.
You're right. Couldn't be us.
Could never be us. Robert Downey Jr. would never.
Chris Evans would never. Chris Evans would never.
Anthony Mackie would rather die than talk shit about fucking
I'm telling you. And so as you know, man, I do have a busy schedule when it comes to. I have been helping to casting direct and helping to produce certain things. And acting and the podcast and the actual regular job and then this. And it has been a little busy, so I don't have the time to watch a whole lot of stuff.
I don't blame you.
But I have watched, like I said, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I have watched WandaVision. I have watched Invincible. But one show that you need to finish watching, I'm going to switch the gears to a different media, anime. Jujutsu Kaisen. You need to finish watching it. It is good.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Great. It is amazing. It's worth the investment of time.
So if you I just finished streaming Volume 0. I finished Gojo's past arc because I read the manga.
Yeah.
My wife and I made it to the Goodwill Sister event arc. So I'm pretty sure we're almost done with season 1. It's fucking amazing. It is. Man.
Isn't it?
It took me 3 tries to get into the actual manga, like to sit down and read it. And I was like, man, this is good. It's all right. You know, it's not that bad and things like that. When I sat down, when Yuji died, I was like, yo, man, we killed the main character in episode 4. Look, Nani?
Yeah,
Look,
Nani?
One of those right there. Okay?
Yeah.
How, Sway?
I'm telling you.
I'm looking at my wife, she looking at me, and I'm like, I ain't got the answers.
Yeah.
Look, we've never been.
You ain't got the answers, Wade. You ain't got the answers.
Clearly.
I'm telling you.
Look, I was waiting for like Sukuna to come out and, you know, take over the fight like Naruto or like, Bleach.
He was like, well, just so y'all know, I can live if he still dies, so I have no reason to save him. So good luck.
I'm gonna let you hold this heart real quick. Look,
damn,
that shit. It was. I love Sukuna. I love Sukuna.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. The way he's written, cold as shit. And we can start this fight now. I'm one of the dub watchers too. So Ray Chase is Sukuna. That motherfucker be having me dying.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh,
that man.
They call the both of us special grades. Good for you, bud. Yeah, nice job. The whole time he's got this dude mutilated on the wall, dead as hell.
I was like, you and I. Look, let me tell you one of the hardest fucking scenes in that whole fucking anime was when Goju fought Jugo.
Oh, Gojo. Oh man, when Gojo fucking, I ain't never seen somebody talk so much shit in a fight. He stopped the fight and said, "You trying to hold hands, homie?"
Look, that man was like, "You didn't touch me." He's like, "Huh? I didn't touch you." He said, "I'll show you. You see this little barrier between us?"
Yeah.
That's the difference in our power. You can never reach me.
That
man made his whole what's that domain, right?
Yeah.
Satoru
Gojo.
Yeah,
Gojo.
Gojo came and left.
Yeah.
Got Itadori, came back, and was like, all right, just sit here and watch this. He's like, ho. He's like, well, you're obviously going to be distracted because you're watching your pupil, so you won't watch me coming. He's like, oh, I don't know about that. You're weak. I was like, oh my God. And that man said, I don't have to worry about that. You're weak.
But see, like, that's what I love so much about this. And I gotta say, Gojo's probably my favorite character because the man came out the gate talking shit. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. Good. I'm the strongest.
Yes.
What? Hey, yes. Yeah, now listen, I've been through this a bunch of different times. Mm-hmm. We've all seen, Madoka Magical Girl. We know what happens when you get the big head and, know, your head comes off. Yeah, fam. He said, let's Suka now for about 10 seconds. I got it. This motherfucker ain't even pay attention to him. He's just like, yo, my students are here, so I'm going to show off a little bit. You cool with that, right? Yeah, you're good with that. Yeah, it'll ride. Fuck it. It'll ride. So, I'll definitely watch
when that man gets 10 fingers, it's over for y'all niggas. It's just so y'all know.
So,
it's 10, right? Yeah.
I think it's 10. I'm reading the manga. So, I just finished Gojo's Past. Do you read the manga?
No. I need to read the...
You want to talk about fucking up?
Yeah.
You about to see some shit.
Yeah,
you about to see some shit.
I'm gonna get you offline about that. I'm getting offline.
I got you. I got you. Because look, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you. I'm not gonna do you like that. But when I tell you, shit pops off. But I really do. I enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen a whole lot. But I tried, and when it comes down to anime, I'm glad you switched gears like this because I've been trying to get back into the swing of things, especially because I haven't watched a lot of anime, especially recently. I've been just all into a whole different world. Now, what I am trying to go ahead and watch, I want to see a Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train. Have you seen that?
I haven't because I haven't watched Demon Slayer.
You haven't seen Demon Slayer?
I've only seen like 2 episodes and I've enjoyed it, but I have not watched it.
So I'll say this about anime now: I'm a fucking sucker for any anime that makes it feel like a fucking movie to me. And the ones I've noticed do that the most is because I'd say I'm like a glorified casual. Fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and one from like 2012, Erased, where they take like these shots and they like have like this camera work.
I didn't watch it though.
Oh yeah, it starts off really good. The ending, I can see a lot of like wild controversy popped off from that, but I watched that like a year ago during quarantine. Yeah. Now what I'm saying is, there's like a bunch of different camera shots where you'll see like something happen in the manga and it's brief fights, but like you'll see like these swooping shots. A good example, Kakashi versus Obito. You remember that, right? In Naruto Shippuden. Yeah. You remember? Well, in the manga, it was already a dope fight. In Shippuden, they took that shit and they made it like swooping shots where these motherfuckers are throwing hands. Like, you hear the fights. And it goes in depth and like you start off, you see all these different angles of like different things and it's very well animated. Yeah. That's exactly what Demon Slayer likes to do as well. I ain't saying this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. What I am saying, it's one of the greatest things since sliced bread. That shit is hard. Yeah. It is fucking hard and it's very pretty to watch. Yeah. So, my wife, and this is a question I was going to get to before we decided to change gears. My wife loves it. Okay. She ain't read the manga, though. Okay. So, I read the manga all the way through, so I be having to hold my breath. Slayer. Yes. Okay. I got to hold my breath. So, this is the next question I want to ask you. Yeah. Okay. Once again, no spoilers. Okay. Now, my next question to you, since we switched gears, give me your top 5 anime recommendations for someone who hates anime. And give me the process of how you find it.
To watch?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I can't say it out loud. I'll be consuming anime in possibly incriminating fashions. So I can't say all that. But I can tell you what I would recommend. Mm-hmm. Top 5? Shit. I don't want to get nothing too long because obviously people won't stick around that long. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I don't watch One Piece. So I wouldn't recommend One Piece.
Wrong. I'm playing. Go ahead.
It's like 1,000. So one anime I can recommend is number one, hands down. Death Note. For Death Note, because it's super introductory, yet it's very complex. It's not a very long anime. It's like 37 episodes, something like that.
I think it's longer than that, like 65 maybe.
65?
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not a very long anime.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, it's super great and intricate and thrilling, and it just wraps you in the story.
All right.
So number 1, Death Note.
Number
2, I would probably say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Also not long. I think it's like 52 episodes.
67.
It is?
You don't want to know why I know that.
It is.
You don't want to know why I know that.
It is. Damn.
Yeah. Look, go ahead. Keep going.
Brotherhood. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That, I would say... I can't say One Punch Man. I would love to, but I shouldn't.
Get that shit off your chest. It's your top 5 to recommend to somebody else.
Yeah, that hates anime. So I want to give some stuff that's going to be really interesting to watch. I guess... Shit, man. I would guess Lelouch.
Mm-hmm.
The Rebellion.
So Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Sorry,
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Code Geass 1.
Okay.
That's close to Death Note, so I think there's the same vein. You can find both those and watch them and both, enjoy them both.
Yeah.
Man, dude. Assassination Classroom.
So Assassination Classroom is your number 5?
That's number 4.
Oh, so that's number 4.
Yeah.
So we went through Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Code Geass.
We got Code Geass. Then we have Assassination Classroom.
Because it only has 2 seasons. It's a very ending. It's a very good show. It's I think it's very awesome to watch. You can get wrapped up in the storyline. Ooh.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
I don't want to say nothing crazy.
Get it off your chest. Give us some hot takes.
I'm gonna just say
these are barbershop hot takes.
I'm gonna just say it.
We proud and wrong. Let's go. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say it then. Base Naruto.
Yeah.
Base Naruto. Not Shippuden. Base Naruto.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all.
All the way up to episode whatever. That stops. Where the filler stops is when you stop watching. Only watch episode 1 to 100, whatever.
Yeah.
And then skip everything to episode 220 where departure happens.
Yeah.
Don't watch none of that stuff after that.
Yeah.
All right. But I would say those 5.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Three of those, yes. That is exactly what I say. So, for quick context for everybody else, including you. Okay. So, I love my wife.
Yeah.
My wife and I had a very interesting time dating. Because she told me straight out the gate, I hate anime. Now, with that being said, I told her straight out the gate, I hate horror movies. Let's just say an equivalent exchange was not made. Now, it took some time.
Yeah.
It took some time. It took patience. It took love and caring and understanding. But at some fucking point, I got tired of watching horror movies and she wouldn't watch some damn anime. So I could sit there and suffer for an hour and 35 minutes, but you can't watch a 22-minute anime.
Yeah.
So I got mine. Now, with my wife, when we first started dating, she would at her house she would always fall asleep to the ID channel. Like she has a bachelor's of criminology. She's very, very not fascinated, but she is very captivated with criminal profiling and criminology as a whole.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I'm like, all right, babe, I got this whole show right here that you would love to death. Detectives and shit, mystery and shit, all this crazy and shit, death, all that fun stuff in the bag of chips, right? I slid Death Note under the table. No, I don't watch that. No, grr, no, all that fun stuff in the bag of chips. Cool. Gave her a spoonful. Just start with episode 1. She watched that shit. Binge the whole show.
Yep. Done. That's what it is. This is my guilty pleasure. I would remove Code Geass and put in Detective Conan. Only because there's so many episodes. And it's like watching, I don't want to say NCIS or CSI or whatever, but you can pick and choose what to watch and not really sacrifice too much on the story by skipping around.
Good
but just
shit.
to watch something and feel like, oh, okay, I'm getting the nice murder mystery show with clues and stuff and the solving of crimes and whatnot, and it's really interesting to watch.
I'm about to go ahead and check that out because I've never seen Detective Conan myself.
Well, I used to watch it when I was a kid back when it was called Case Closed on Adult Swim. So initially the first 100 episodes, I think like that on Case Closed. I didn't even have any water. On Case Closed, they had it on Adult Swim, And then after that, I never seen it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it just went off the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got older, and I was like, well, let me look at the show I used to watch. I found out that that's the American version, and that the sub version is called Detective Conan in Japan.
Okay.
And they have like 1,000 episodes. So it's a lot, but you don't have to watch it all in order. You can, but you don't have to. So it's really, it's really interesting. Really interesting stuff. So
okay, so it's like Family Guy, where you can just throw it on, and it's just on.
Typically speaking, I will say, like, you can watch something random, maybe, and not sacrifice too much on the story. But I would say probably watch a couple of the first episodes to kind of understand what's going on, and after that you can kind of maybe skip around a little bit. You shouldn't, but you can without sacrificing the story. It's kind of like playing Final Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You can play Final Fantasy 7,
and then you will
not
play
need
7.
to play 1. You know what I'm saying? Or Dragon Quest. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. But you can still understand the foundation of it by playing a few earlier games. You don't have to like stay so strict to the order of things.
Now, see, with my wife, so I had to make that correlation. So I was like, all right, bet we're gonna slide Death Note your way. And then my wife's all like, fucking, so all right, she enjoyed that. So I was like, all right, what else can I put on her? What else can I put on her palette next? Yeah. You like horror movies, babe. You love horror movies. In fact, you like watching gory shit. Bet.
What you put? Oh, did you put on? No.
Round 2. Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay.
When I tell you, man, look.
Okay.
I'll come home from work and I just see Hellsing Ultimate on, and I'm like, look at that beautiful Madhouse animation.
Yeah.
Pristine.
It's just like.
Crispin Freeman's fucking acting as Alucard. Chef kiss. That shit's hard, bro. That shit is fucking hard. Yeah. So my wife like fell for those, and the reason why I keep bringing up my wife is because she is like
someone else against.
She was the I don't like the way anime looks and all that fun stuff. I was like, I bet. So now my wife is going down a rabbit hole of watching all types of different animes and things like that. So I'd say she's a nice casual fan just as myself. With that being said, she don't like none of the old stuff. Now, I love it. Going back and watching Dragon Ball Super is okay to me. Yeah. But Dragon Ball Z is what I finally remember. When you go back and look at that anime, it just looked gritty as shit. Super. It just looked like dingy as hell because Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Where somebody got punched in the face, they're bleeding.
Because it's like, you know how when we used to watch or play like, I don't know, fucking Sega Genesis or whatever. Yeah. Playing like NBA Jam or Mortal Kombat. Oh, this looks so great. And then you grow up and haven't played it since. You go back and you're like, this kind of look like Tomb Raider on PS1. Yeah. You go like, this is kind of kind of shitty.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Going back and looking at some PlayStation 2 games, I'm like,
ooh. I had this vivid memory of the best in the series. I don't care what nobody says. In my opinion, in the Red Dead series, the best is the first game. All right, Red Dead Revolver. People haven't played. A lot of people didn't play Red Dead Revolver. They played Redemption and Redemption 2. But you play Red Dead Revolver. Such a good game. But I have this distant memory of how good it looked.
I'm gonna tell you this now. Me and I ain't go looking for Lenny like that for you to be lying.
This shit, look. Terrible. Yeah. Terrible. But the story and the gameplay, top notch.
But we've grown. Now
We've grown.
So those are that's majority. Like that's not my top 5 for if anybody. Yeah. But I like to try and scope people out, try to listen. Yeah. Like what do you already like to watch?
Yeah, what do you small doses. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You don't want to throw them something like One Piece or.
But see, this is my thing with One Piece. Not with One Piece. One Piece is very, 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 very fucking good. Once you get past East Blue.
And how many episodes is that?
30? I honestly I can't remember because it's been so long. My story with One Piece is just like with a lot of other people in America. Mm-hmm. I found it through 4Kids, and 4Kids fucked it up entirely.
Did something for Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh gave us fucking Joey, fucking Joey from Jersey. Look.
Bandit Keith.
Yeah, basically. Fucking Bandit Keith pulling out the ghetto fucking Pegasus.
What the fuck is going on?
Nigga, we playing Uno. What are you doing right now?
Bro? Put that gat away,
but
son.
I'm fucking with it because, alright, 4Kids had some hit and misses. Sonic was good. Yu-Gi-Oh was alright. Digimon, though. Digimon was fucking dope. Mm-hmm. Now, to bring it back. So One Piece started off there, and then it ended up going to Toonami. That's when Funimation picked it up. So when it went to Toonami, that's when I kept watching from there, and then I dropped it. lo and behold, it ended up coming back. Funimation got way better, and then I picked it up again and I kept watching. So it's very, very good.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to tell somebody watch 100 episodes of this,
exactly,
and then you're gonna fall in love with it. Like
almost everyone I've given Death Note to has take out the first 2 or 2 to 5 episodes and then watch the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was married, this is my right hand, so this is not a ring finger tan line. This is my right hand. But when I was married years ago, my wife hadn't seen the anime before.
Mm-hmm.
I put on that Death Note episode 1. Put the next one on. Put the next one on. Put the next one on. We watched the whole series in like a matter of days.
Yeah.
A matter of days.
You know what the scene that really gets everybody? That fucking potato chip.
That's the best scene,
it's the fucking potato chip.
That's the best scene.
I don't give a damn how you got that fucking...
Eat it. Like
I don't care how you got the fucking TV in the bag.
Yes.
I care about how you ate that fucking potato chip. That shit was pristine.
Good.
That's how it looked. But it's when L died. That's why I was like, all right, nah. Fuck, man. They took my boy out.
What's that guy's name, man? L's fucking...
the one that was fucking up all the time?
L's butler.
Oh, the butler?
Yeah, he killed him. I was like, damn.
Oh, okay.
That went dumb. Then he killed, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I can't even remember his name.
Then Beer came in. I was like,
I'll say...
It's over.
Nah, look, it was the last episode. You want to hear fucking acting. Brad Swaley as Light. And I can't remember his name, but the dude that played Matsuda. Oh my God. Yeah. When Matsuda found out that that Light was Kira... I'll kill him.
Yes.
I'll kill him. Yo, I was like, yo, he ain't playing with these motherfuckers. One of the best
scenes in the show was when L's dad was riding him around and then pulled off the path of the detail into that was like a construction area and pulled his gun out and was like, son, and his girl, please tell me you're not Kira. Because I kill both of y'all right now. I was like, God dang, bro.
That shit
was
so
good.
And
it's such a good anime.
What kills me the most about
top 10 probably
about Death Note is the fact that a lot of people found Death Note now through the movie. Yeah. And I tell,
but most fans
a lot
haven't
of people,
even seen the I think the trilogy from Japan with the movie,
the live action trilogy. I haven't seen it because I'm good with the anime.
Right.
See, my rap beef with a lot of live action movies is the fact that they keep trying to do anime tropes in movies. Yeah. So reaction shots.
Yeah, it's like
close your fucking mouth. But I can't. Like that's what Japanese audiences like over there, especially from the live action anime adaptations.
And that's what I say. Like, and I say the same thing for what is that movie? I didn't watch Fullmetal Alchemist, the live action.
Hell no,
I didn't watch it. But
I didn't watch Bleach.
But I'll be honest. I'm sure it's not a bad movie if you don't consider the anime. You know, there's movies that are bad even without considering. Like you can after Last Airbender, the live action Avatar, trash. Even if you don't consider the source material. Dragon Ball Evolution, trash. Even without Dragon Ball Z ever existing.
No, that was trash because he fucking used the Kamehameha way to blow candles and to he jumped.
Heal somebody, right?
No, it was to literally.
At the end, did he heal somebody with the Kamehameha? Didn't
I can't even. I don't even remember. No, because at first he was like, "You got to practice with these candles." So he started doing this to all the candles, and I was like, "Yo, man. It's just
terrible." Okay, terrible movie. But I don't know how Kirito
and that's Hollywood doing that. Right. Now, even with live actions, like there's a lot of things that look so cool animated that just don't look that good live action.
Right, that's true.
Even the best cosplayers can't pull some stuff off.
Right, exactly. But I think Death Note, the movie on Netflix, is not a bad film. If you don't just compare it only to the source material, it's not a bad film. It's okay. For wrapping up that many episodes into an hour and a half movie or an hour and 45 movie without considering what you can sacrifice, what you have to make the time limit, it's not bad.
So
but that's without comparing it to the anime.
I got you. Yeah. Now see, let me ask you this. Did Light Johnson come off as a smart character in that movie?
That's what I'm saying, without considering it.
No. But did he just come off as a smart character? Because that bullshit at the end of the movie where, he planned it all at... No. Hell no. This motherfucker was screaming at the top of his lungs, falling all over the place, looking like a idiot throughout the movie.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't look at Light as what he seems like in the show, which is a genius, then okay, I'll let it slide.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? If he's not,
then L should have found him in like 10 seconds.
Exactly.
And that's the bad thing about it. I'll give it to Lakeith Stanfield. He's the only motherfucker that actually watched Death Note. You can tell he's the only one that did too. He was sitting just like L throughout the whole movie. Even the scene where he was eating either the Skittles or the M&Ms. Yeah. He ate it just like L with his fingers was out. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you actually looked the shit up. I'll give you credit for that. Yeah. But Death Note didn't have to do that. Shout out to Lakeith Stanfield.
Great actor for the record.
Death Note didn't have to do that though.
Did not.
Death Note didn't have to use light. It didn't have to use L. It's one of those stories where it could have just picked up with some random
other characters. Because you don't need.
You want to know something dope?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a Death Note movie right now. Instead of giving us one person, what if a group of people found it? A small group, 4 people. Now you got an interesting dynamic. 4 people have to pick up where Kira left off.
Yeah.
And they have to have like some type of politics going on within the group themselves. Yeah. And on top of that, now you got, we don't have to bring Nier. We don't have to bring, Mello died. We don't have to bring Nier into this. Yeah. But we can bring like somebody else from that same line of household into the mix. All right?
Yeah.
So now we have a whole nother movie. This one can be set in America. This one can be like delved upon with different kind of like interesting politics. Now we can throw in different Shinigami. It doesn't have to be Ryuk. Because there's an OVA where it's theorized that that's actually Light that shows up, that Ryuk explains the story of Death Note to. I can't remember the name of it, so I'm gonna show you after after the show. Yeah. But that's something that would have been like a very dope concept. Yeah. Like, yo, how would Kira operate if it was 4 instead of just one person now?
Yeah.
Like that shit right there.
Yeah, 4 different personalities.
4 different personalities.
One entity having to share all of that. Equally amongst people and without them having any conflict. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that would have been such a dope fucking thing to do. But I will say this. There are some times where live action kind of does get it right. Alita the Battle Angel. That was a good movie. Good.
But I never watched anything before. I don't know source material for Alita. So I can't.
It's a manga. I read a little bit of it just because I was trying to relate it. And, I like to see the differences.
It was the movie. I enjoyed the movie. But this is but I was fiending for more. I think I had seen Ready Player One first. Oh, God. And you didn't like it?
No.
I haven't read
it was
the book
Easter
yet.
egg the movie. That was literally it.
That's why
I watched it for the Easter eggs.
So cool.
You killed my mom's sister.
That's why it's so fucking cool.
Damn, your auntie. Just say your fucking auntie. Look, he didn't even do anything fucking
Did you read the book?
No. Okay. I haven't read the book.
I just bought the book recently, but I haven't read it.
Ha! Nerd. Reading books and shit. Meanwhile, my books are sitting over there. We're not going to look at those. Yeah, no, don't worry about those. They don't even have anything in there.
Yeah.
Fucking, those are really just comics.
This guy.
Picture books.
Man, that's why I'm saying I think it's really.
I'll say it has to be a certain anime for them to pull if it's going to be live action. For example, the movie Chronicle. Chronicle was essentially a great value Akira.
Okay.
That
I guess I could.
Somebody at the bottom of the food chain ends up getting godlike powers. Yeah. And you see how they respond.
But it's 3 different people, though.
It is 3 different people.
Yeah.
At the same time, that's what I'm saying. It takes influence. It's not a direct okay, Akira, here it is now, but live action. It took influence from it. So yeah, you got me on that one. The only other one I can think of, I know a lot of people rave about the Rurouni Kenshin live action adaptation. I haven't seen it, so I can't really speak upon it like that. So yeah, if ever I hear the words live adaptation of an anime, I never trust it. Whether it's made by Hollywood or anybody else, it's not worth it. So when they were talking about doing Naruto.
Don't do it.
There's fates. Look, there's fates worse than death.
Did you see I lost it.
See what?
Damn. I forgot. I just like that. I forgot.
Give me one.
It's about anime.
All right, so it's about anime. Is it shonen, seinen?
Look.
Did it come out recently? Did it come out a long time ago?
It's gone, bro.
Oh, damn, man. You talking like that?
If it comes back. All
right. So I got your top 5 anime recommendations for somebody who doesn't like anime. Yeah. These, people are going to need these. Because you named some damn good ones. Especially especially Code Geass, because them chess animes, them shits is hard. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So the reason why I know that it's precisely 67 episodes, if memory recalls perfectly.
Yeah.
I fucking love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is.
They're both great to watch.
Top 2.
Brotherhood is this more conducive, streamlined story.
The reason why I can't get through Full Metal Alchemist is because I saw Brotherhood first, and I know that Brotherhood is what the mangaka wrote,
and that's why I downloaded both Hellsing and Ultimate, and then I found out, hey, just watch Ultimate. So I was like, you got it. Like,
so,
you got it.
So every time, and I know Full Metal Alchemist was really good, especially for what it did, what it did with a lot of characters. It switched things up, introduced new characters, yes, but a lot of fans are still very fond of it. Brotherhood, however, was just off the fucking bat hard. Yeah. Well, I'll say this. Yeah. Every time I go back and watch it, I don't really... It's like my 6th or 7th time watching it now, so I don't really lock in on it until after they leave Rush Valley. After that baby's born, and then shit just starts happening. Fast as shit. Like when Fear King Bradley comes out as Wrath. Oh my god. The hardest fucking villain. He's probably one of my favorite villains in anime. I ain't never seen somebody who keeps complaining about his body still fuck everybody up. All he does is talk about, damn man, I can't do shit I used to do no more. Beating the shit out your main character, his best friend, his mentor, his enemy. Look,
his family, his friends. Like
this motherfucker was talking cash shit to fucking Scar, and God had to come in to beat him. I was like, yo, who the fuck needs father? You have Wrath.
Yes, bro.
This motherfucker showed up to a war, rolling up his fucking sleeves, and y'all thought I was going through the back door of my own house.
Look, that's why you got characters like him. You got characters like
Pride was hard too.
Madara.
Oh fuck.
You got characters like Madara.
Oh, now if we talk about one man armies,
you gotta talk like Madara.
That motherfucking Madara.
That man Madara. Kakashi was like, it's only inevitable that the next generation would surpass the first one.
Fuck.
And Madara was like, who here surpassing me?
Look, this motherfucker said, yo, y'all don't realize my name.
Bitch in here. That's what it smell like.
My name is Michael Jordan, bitch. Ain't no passing me. When I tell you, this motherfucker, reading the manga and seeing him for the first time, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Why does he keep asking everybody if they want to dance? When this nigga showed up in the anime and he beat the fuck out of everybody, and then he grabbed the dude's face and said, so you want to dance too?
Bruh.
He found the Hokage. He said, all right, y'all. Now listen, this has been fun, like the breathing heart. Yeah. We did this 1-on-5 thing, but it's getting boring.
Right.
So let's spice it up a little bit. Shadow clones.
How about
alright,
y'all versus it was like Ultron.
Nah, and then the motherfucker asked
Ultron Toy Avengers, all of y'all versus all of me.
Nah,
let's get it popping.
And then it got better. He said, alright, now let me ask y'all this. Do y'all want them to fight with Susanoo?
Yes, that joke was so hard.
You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll make the decision for you. And then he just did it. I was like, yo,
this man. That man was talking cash
shit,
beating y'all up. Like he was. You just cannot build this character up this whole entire time, and then debut them, and then they just not do shit.
He beat the fuck out of
was beating the fuck out of the 5 different villages. God dang.
Look, I was like, yo, Sasuke thought he was hard, burning off the Raikage's arm. Oh no, like using Amaterasu and Raikage's arm like he wasn't about that action.
Right.
So the fact that Raikage was getting treated like a bitch. No, when Madara came out with the meteor, the nigga asked, he was like, oh, y'all did good with that one. Yeah. But what about the second one?
The second one, huh?
Look, everybody.
I was like, oh my god. Do that again.
You knew it was fucked when the black dude said, oh, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, fam.
Yes. I was like,
oh, no.
That man used all that chakra stuff.
Those Negro senses was kicking in.
This is a scary movie, huh?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna die first.
Oh, hell no.
I gotta go, bro.
Yo, I tell you, Madara, fucking Fury King Bradley, those two motherfuckers right there. It didn't matter who you put in front of them, they was washing them. But hold on, I'm trying to think. What other villain like really stands out like that? That was just
that is one thing about the importance. I watched a couple of different people talk about storytelling and where things work and where things don't. Exposition is okay. Backstories are great, but when you do a character and you only talk about the character through the eyes of everyone else, not that character, it doesn't work as well. So one of my least favorite villains in the entire Dragon Ball universe is Jiren. Because he doesn't talk very much. You don't know nothing about him.
Everybody was sucking his dick.
Right, he's just some strong guy.
Yo, this man Jiren will fuck you up.
Right.
Jiren, ain't that right?
He's like, I'm gonna go meditate. Like, I'm like, bruh. So he has all this stuff, but you don't ever see any of it until he starts fighting. So it's like, well, you don't give me anything to be fearful of. It's just a character who just ain't talking. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
I mean, the most he did, he was like, all right, what's happening? Oh, this dude got blue hair, punch, he's out. Right. One, oh, she got green hair, punch, she's out.
And that's where it comes like to making a character too strong. Where it's like, well, how is defeating them believable? And that's the problem with the entire Tournament of Power, because there's so many dumb decisions made, and it's just not.
So look, let's go in on this because I, for one, I was ready to love Tournament of Power. The first fuck up Tournament of Power had for me was when they excluded Goten and Trunks. Off rip, I was like, why? Why would you do that? If we are about to put so much stock in Kale and Caulifla achieving Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 just by using that tingly feeling in your lower back, then why the fuck would we not use the youngest ones to reach Super Saiyan that we met years ago?
Yeah.
They are on par with Super Saiyan 3s and potentially Super Saiyan gods. Just how, as we used to brag about Gohan, Goku bragged about Gohan being able to keep up as a fucking 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So Goten and Trunks have even more potential. Yeah. Why the fuck would they not fight? Right. Yes, I expect them to get eliminated fairly quick because Goten is going to talk shit. It's going to happen.
Right.
At the same time, if Vegeta can grow, if Vegeta, alright, so Goku and Vegeta could have trained Goten and Trunks to prepare them for it as much as possible to get them to act as seriously as possible. Goku's already shown to be more of a he's already more present with Goten because Gohan's already further in life. Gohan's away in college. Cool.
Yeah.
So they could have gone that route with those two right there.
Yeah.
Nah, we're going to throw Krillin and Tien in. And they did what? Don't worry, I got time.
Tien eliminated 3 people. I'll give him that.
How many do you think Gotenks would have did?
More than that.
Thank you. Like literally, Gotenks.
Let me tell you when the show
more than Tien and Krillin.
Up, okay? The show fucked up when they wrote off Boo for the Tournament of Power.
That man got skinny and everything. Boo got.
And that's the problem with the Akira Toriyama story. He discards characters.
Wait. We can't blame it all on Akira Toriyama.
Because he discards.
It was said that Dragon Ball Super had a bunch of different writers. He was just there for consultation, but he wasn't actually writing it.
Well, maybe he should have fucking wrote his show then.
Now, do you read the manga?
No.
Read the manga.
I'm gonna read it. I really want to watch some.
Read Tournament of Power. I say read Tournament of Power because in tournament, one big difference. This isn't a spoiler. Gohan fights Kefla.
Really?
Hard. When I tell you, this motherfucker Gohan showed up and everybody keeps saying he showed up in his real daddy's outfit to the Tournament of Power, and he wasn't finna go out like no real. Yeah, he wasn't finna go out like no bitch. He
showed up in Piccolo's outfit.
That motherfucker Gohan. I prefer if he showed up in his own shit because every time he wears somebody else's stuff, bad things happen.
Look when he wore that was that outfit? Guys, that's beat by Boo. Okay, he wore Piccolo's outfit. That's beat. Okay.
Well, he wore that up, but then
outfit to the tournament. And then got his power stolen by Spopovich.
But he had the do-rag on.
Yeah,
hard.
He did have all right. He was getting his waves on. He was getting his waves
exactly. Wait, look, swim. Let's go.
Honestly, but they gave all that character development and investment into Boo, make him skinny, give him a montage and all this stuff for him to just overstep the tournament.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, but Goku could just instant transmission to Boo. Get him and bring him back to.
Well, he just wouldn't wake up for no foreseeable time. I still would have put him in. I don't understand how 16 and 17 and 18 just are on the same level.
Out of nowhere, yeah. 17 been going the whole series.
17. Last time we saw 17, he had that motherfucking carbine from Red Dead Redemption 2, holding up fucking hitchhikers, trying to make them give to the spirit bomb. And so that's why I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, son?
The worst part is just, and this is a big issue with Dragon Ball Z in general, just literal power scaling. Mm-hmm. It's just bad. So there's the point, right, where Jiren was beating the fuck out of Goku and Vegeta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lump Vegeta's eye again. His arm fucked up again. He over there.
Yeah. No blood.
Okay.
No blood.
Okay, no blood. No blood.
Yeah.
All right. So
just
all that was going down,
in
right?
his face.
Vegeta and Goku are on the ground, right? Jiren's out here. First off, one of the hardest moments in the whole series. The first person view of what's that nigga with the big hands?
Topo.
Topo beating the fuck out of Frieza. Okay, he had the big hands on, grabbing Frieza by his face, squeezing his head, throwing him on the ground, and they put the front view camera on and Topo kicked Frieza in the face. I was like, God damn! But aside from that, Jiren was beating the hell out of Vegeta and Goku, both on the ground, saying, "I have no energy left." Da da da. Jiren knocks Vegeta off, right? And Vegeta's last moments before falling off says, "I'll give Goku my last energy," which they both just said, "I have no energy." Give Goku his last energy, and then Goku gets Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's the logic in that? That makes no sense. That makes no sense."
Anime.
Exactly.
It's more than enough.
Just make it somehow make sense, and I'm like, "I'll ride with it." But 0 + 0 don't equal blue. Like,
Stop making sense.
see, that's the thing.
Well, I'm about to say that
the whole tournament just like.
Oh look, and there's so much more to that too.
Did you ever read Dragon Ball Multiverse?
No, somebody else just told me about that recently, and I heard that it was like really, really good.
One, it's amazing. I read it years ago, years before Dragon Ball Z or Super even decided to do a tournament of power. So they did. It's literally their version of the multiverse. Just trash. All right, the multiverse's version so good. Like it's fan made. It's really good. It's about all these universes coming together.
Yeah. From
different universes, but from Dragon Ball Z, where all the what if scenarios pretty much come together. So there's a scenario where Frieza comes because he beats Goku and makes his own army. There's a scenario where Cell wins the tournament, so he shows up. There's one where Goku actually destroys Earth, so him and the Saiyans show up and they're strong. There's one where I think with Goku and Vegeta did the Potaro to beat Boo. They beat Boo, but they never unfused. So they show up with their family and whatnot. It's just like, and then of course our universe shows up. It's dope, man. It's really, 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 really good. And it's if that could be what Tournament of Power was, fans would be going crazy. But we didn't get that. So
look, no.
So there's that.
But we got Dragon Ball Heroes.
This was the one where the Namekians beat Goku, so they killed Goku, and then they just started building up, and then it's dope, man. It's just a lot of different viewpoints. One where Broly once he's by himself, showing up to fight people,
and then this is like OG Broly. Like,
OG
can we get a
Broly.
handicap? Is that another word for coffin, Broly?
Yes.
Look, that was. I hate you because you ruined my sleep, Broly.
Right. I'm telling you. Okay.
I'll give credit to Dragon Ball Super. That Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was amazing.
Best Dragon Ball movie, I think. Period.
Yeah.
I think that's the best one out of all of them. People rave about Future Reborn. Future Reborn is trash. I don't care what nobody says. Janemba's awesome, but the movie's trash.
But we got
the whole
Vegeta.
movie, Janemba's just beating up Goku Vegeta.
That's literally every Dragon Ball Z movie.
Right, but hold on now. Then they fuse, right? And do one move and kill Janemba, and that's it. The movie's over.
Yes.
I'm like, it's 48 minutes of it's a waste of time.
You want the honest to God truth?
What?
Broly. The whole movie, everybody's getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Give me your energy. Done.
Yeah, I see that.
Super Android 13. Everybody getting their ass whooped. Super Bomb. Oh no, Spirit Bomb. Energy. Punch. Movie's over.
But that's
is it over? It's only over when the fish jumps. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. That's a thing, because you have, and the reason why it's so trash is because you take an iconic character like Gogeta and give him his own movie to shine. He's even on the cover of the movie. And then he comes out and just does one move and that's it. Movie's over.
Yeah, I can definitely see the irritation behind that. That shit, that is annoying.
Right.
Now I think about it, but it was hard when I was like 8 and I was watching. Right, I was like, oh my god!
But I rewatched. I was like, man, I'm watching it just to see how good it was back in the day.
This man came out with the abs showing and everything, and his fucking vest was flying away.
The thing is, it could have been so good because there was all these characters from HFIL, Home for Infinite Losers.
Yeah, look, Throwback right there.
Right. Who came out like Nappa, Frieza, and went out and then Raditz and took over and trying to fight on Earth and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ginyu Force coming out there fighting with Tien and freaking Krillin.
Oh, when Frieza saw Gohan again,
and it was getting it in, right? Mm-hmm. That was dope. Seeing all the characters come back just for Gogeta to come kill Genevieve 1 and the movie to be over.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yes. Okay, that's cool. I guess that's. I mean, it's cool, but it's lame.
That's just about all we're gonna get nowadays.
That's what I'm saying.
I can definitely
maybe skipping to maybe skipping the hard work.
Nah, I feel you. I understand where you're coming from with that. That fucking Stardust Blaster though.
It's hard.
When I tell you,
know what I did?
Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3.
Oh, no,
I was fucking
Budokai 3 itself. Look, I went back and watched. Damn, bro. I went back and watched GT's. What was it? Was it the 100 times or regular? I don't know what it was, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Big Bang Kamehameha against Omega Shenron. Have you go back and watch just that 7-second clip of him doing that Kamehameha, Big Bang Kamehameha against Omega Shenron and GT.
Yeah.
And you'll see how badly it looks in comparison to what we thought it looked like when we were younger.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Did you play Budokai 3 growing up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how that looked on there.
Yeah.
I guess we just imagined it. That's
because I'm gonna be honest with you. This is Budokai 3 has a special place in my heart because once you finally get all the Dragon Balls, you can wish for it's like one capsule. Because you know how you gotta set everybody's move? Breakthrough. Mm-hmm. Yup, so you get that and then you have everybody's unlocks. Yep. You have everybody's forms. 1, 2, all that 3, shit. 4, so I used to do everything. Yes. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I would get my Warp Kamehameha off and I would get like the combos off, all that fun stuff. But when you play whenever my cousins played as Vegeta, sometimes you gotta let that super attack hit. Yeah. Just because you got to hear, welcome to Super Vegeta's Big Bang Attack. Welcome to Oblivion. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, that's still hard.
Or that freaking.
Or you use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but you do.
See you later, bye for now. Like that.
Nah, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with the color swap, so he's black Gogeta with the silver hair.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. Mm-hmm. Nah.
Good, man.
Don't let that ever show up in no fucking anime. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Woo! Man, look. The tattoo would be immaculate, and the skin would match. Yeah. There's representation right there. But look, fuck everything we said at the beginning. Give us that. I'll take that one right there.
I need a black Super Saiyan.
Nah. Look, we're gonna get a different race. It's cool. Fucking what was So go. I'm thinking of Raging Blast 2. I think. Because they started doing the scenarios in that. Because that's when they first introduced Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Yeah. And at the same time, you had those two fights between Vegeta and Gogeta. Yeah. Just to figure out who's stronger.
Who's the better fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
and it's with nobody.
Like, see, I got all these fond memories of Dragon Ball Z, but when it comes down to Dragon Ball Super, I just cannot fuck with it like that.
It's not good
between
like
the between the anime and the manga, I'm just like.
And Trunks' hair is blue, so it's just what I'm saying. Why? Why change that?
Look.
Purple hair Trunks.
Stop. That man is not black.
Yes, that man is not black. I was like, y'all could have wrote that differently, right? Look, you could have wrote that differently.
Look, I'm over here thinking, what's trying to be said right now? Wait a second. Trunks. Wait a second. Fucking, oh man, look, that Super Saiyan Rage form, they just, nah, fam. But that's Dragon Ball Z as a whole. Get mad, yell, unlock a new power.
Right.
At least, going back and rewatching it, these motherfuckers had to earn that new power.
But they just kind of ruined Goku's character a lot, man. He's just a dumbass.
I'll say this, Goku at least had one or two semblances. Alright, so I gotta give context. The way I remember Goku is Japanese Superman. The early Funimation, after Ocean Dub got it, Funimation got it, and they wrote Goku to be a hero. Yeah. So he was like defender of the weak.
Yeah.
Like fucking evil to you, Freeze. Like he was. Yeah. He seemed like a superhero.
Right.
So that's why whenever I think of Goku or like Superman versus Goku is like hero versus hero. Right. Now like Goku's being written much more accurately, where I don't really give a fuck who you're fucking with. You're not gonna fuck with my friends. Yeah. Because you remember GT. If Goku looked at the Earth, he turns into a fucking golden great ape. Literally, he would die to protect all of Earth. Fucking Dragon Ball Super, I just want to fight somebody.
Right.
Look, I'm about to say,
right.
Beerus is coming. Nice.
Right.
I can't wait to fight him. Fucking Frieza came back. Nice. Can't wait to fight him.
Keep home Vegeta, man. I just can't get with it. I watched
read the manga.
Resurrection of F. I know, but still, it's just like
you might be surprised. Read the manga.
All right.
Look, that's all I can say.
Right. But that's the thing about it though is like regardless of reading the manga, what does that mean? Because the most consumed media is the movies and theaters or the show. Yeah. So if you're not going to give Vegeta his proper shine in the actual show, but only on paper when only a marginalized group of fans are going to read that, it's like you're not really giving him that shine anyways.
So I'll say, in my opinion, right now, they're looking at what happened in the past. Remember, the Dragon Ball Z was supposed to stop at Cell Saga. Yeah. Gohan was supposed to be the hero.
Well, I thought it was supposed
and all the fans. No. It's supposed to stop at Cell because the whole Dragon Ball Z is about Gohan's growth.
Well, no. It's supposed to stop at the Frieza Saga.
It's supposed to stop at Cell.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Alright.
After he did go Super Saiyan, he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be it." People loved it so much they wanted more.
Okay.
And so he continued with it.
Okay.
Then supposed to stop at Cell Saga.
All right.
But then people wanted fucking more. She said, "Well, I'll make Gohan the protagonist, right?" And then he went on to the Orange Cities part where he's a Great Saiyan Man, but people were not feeling that shit. Mm-hmm. So he had to bring Goku back. And they brought him back and did the Buu Saga, but the Buu Saga was never supposed to happen, and that's why it's so discombobulated and it's so like not a good story because it's just so many different parts of things that are happening out of nowhere. That shouldn't be happening.
Okay.
You know? And that's why, because they threw in Super Saiyan 3, it was shoehorned in there.
With no eyebrows.
With no eyebrows. And don't get me wrong, it was a very long animation for transformation when Goku did it. But it was cool. It was cool as fuck, right? Mm-hmm. So all that happens. And if you look at the whole entire story of the Buu Saga, right? Mm-hmm. What are the biggest things you remember from the Buu Saga?
The biggest things I remember?
Yeah.
I remember...
There's two things that almost everyone just thinks about when they think about the Buu Saga.
So
go ahead.
Go for it. Go.
Super Saiyan 3. Fusion.
Yeah.
None of that shit mattered.
Because they retconned them.
Not even that.
Well, they retconned
not
the
even
fusions.
that. Because none of that shit mattered. Mm-hmm. Super Saiyan 3 didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. Gotenks used it, didn't do nothing. Goku used it against Buu, didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. Purposeless. Fusion. Vegeta. Didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. He fought Buu, got absorbed, unfused. So even like in the last battle, there was no fusion or Super Saiyan 3. Goku beat Buu as a fucking Super Saiyan. Well, as a base form with a Spirit Bomb, then turn Super Saiyan, finish the Spirit Bomb, and the fight ended. Mm-hmm. So it's like you have all these different things,
but without the fusions, they would have never gotten to that point to begin with. They would have never stood a chance.
Right, and I understand that, but it's like they put these things in there, and the fight should have ended to me there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could have unfused somehow, but the fight should have ended at that point. Like I feel like it shouldn't have got to where it got to. I appreciate the ending, but it's like all these things are happening that aren't really technically advancing the story permanently. You know what I'm saying? It's only like a means to get to the next plot point, but it's not a means to actually be conductive with where the story should be leading to. And that's why it's kind of like weird because there's just so many things going on in the story that I feel like if it was written correctly, it would have been just totally fine. But they just wrote things in there. Oh, this is cool. We'll throw that in there. Oh, this is cool. We'll throw that in there too.
Okay.
But none of it really furthered the story or the plot. Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more because, like I said, I was tracking on the Cell Saga being the ending because that's why Goku died. And his death was supposed to be like a great send off. And that panel of Goku and the Father, Son, Command Man that we all know to this day, that was supposed to be the passing of the torch. Yeah. So that's just something I can just look up a little bit later. But to bring it back to why we said that Goku's a dumbass now. So in Dragon Ball Z, the way Funimation wrote it, Goku had he was a hero at first, and we all had to wait for Goku to show up for the day to be saved. Keyword. Now,
waiting for that, man.
In the Buu Saga that we were just talking about, Goku could have finished off Majin Buu as Super Saiyan 3. Piccolo asked him that. Goku said, "I'm not supposed to be here. I'm here on borrowed time. Yeah. The next generation has to step up. They have to save the world next." Yeah. This is how Goku was written. So it's like, all right.
Said,
there's a little.
I'm dead.
Thank you. I'm about to say there's a form of wisdom that's there. They look to Goku as a teacher in these moments. Goku's there as a mentor. Like
that was really weird too. That they said, "Oh, he has 24 hours here," but then the same day, man said, "Well, I used all my time because I absorbed it because I went to Super Saiyan 3." I'm like, that logic don't make sense. Like, all right, whatever. Cool.
Anime.
Yeah,
just go
anime.
with it.
That's cool.
Just go with
5 minutes on that.
Literally,
5 minutes on anime. That's
but
it.
I have an Immortal Hulk comic book cover right here. Just go with it.
Yeah,
just fucking go with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally where I'm at this point in time with all forms and fashions of anime, especially when it comes down to Dragon Ball.
I just copped the Quest for Thanos, very first edition.
Really?
Yeah, very first.
It's been so long since I read a comic that I was like, I want to get back into the game.
Pentacon 9.8.
Jealous because I saw a bunch of people. I saw somebody walking around with an Oblivion Keyblade, and I was like, I need it.
I'm telling you, I popped up in there for a little bit.
I need to get like the Kingdom Key so I could just. Well, I have it, but I need to like hang it up somewhere so we can put it on there.
My next big purchase is probably gonna be the vintage big gold belt from WWE, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, the one from 2000, like 2004.
I was just about to say the one Batista had.
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. Because look,
the one Randy Orton had when he won the championship for the first time at age 24.
When he was Legend Killer.
Yeah,
man, he was a dickhead back then. Nah, I didn't like him back then. But I'm thinking when Batista beat Triple H at WrestleMania, that shit right there.
I don't care what nobody says because, of course, some people have a feeling about it. But that night on WrestleMania 20, when Chris Benoit beat Shawn Michaels and Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then I think Eddie Guerrero beat JBL. Was JBL for the WWE Championship, and they're both really good friends. And he came out there to congratulate Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit was crying and stuff. It was a crazy magical moment. The confetti was falling. They was both crying. New champions. Finally, after working like this company for like 20 years. Finally, rest in peace to Chris Benoit and his family. What happened?
I miss being a big wrestling fan. I can't wait to try and share that with my kids because when I was young. You couldn't tell me shit about The Rock. You could not tell me shit.
You couldn't tell me shit about Goldberg.
Fuck, man. Whenever The Rock had a fight, and I was like, oh, man, look, The Rock's going to win. He's going to do this, that, and the third. And then I found he had to fight Goldberg. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
I didn't watch it. Yeah. In fact, who was it? Was it Jeff Hardy or Matt Hardy? Somebody cried when they found out they had to fight Goldberg. I cannot remember who did it, though.
I don't blame nobody.
Because it was on. Like, I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker's crying." Man. You met him?
Yeah, I met him.
That's a big motherfucker.
That's a big dude, man.
Yeah, dude.
But the thing is, like, he's actually vegetarian.
Really?
Vegetarian? Yeah.
Now or was he back then?
I don't know about back then, but I know he's been for like the past, I think, like 5-10 years.
Congratulations to him.
I don't know how he stays that fit without eating no meat, but
well, I'm sure they have like they have alternates and stuff like that. When I remember the jackhammer. To hell with the spirit. The jackhammer is now as an adult. That's probably the most impressive thing because he's picking up 200, 300-pound motherfuckers and then walking them around the ring and then slamming them.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Hard.
Ready for the elbow? I'm telling you, bro. Like that makes the favorite wrestling. Yeah, he went on a crazy win streak for a long time. That was a golden era for me, man. I had anime, or Dragon Ball Z. I had Naruto. I had wrestling. I had my games, man. That shit.
Oh yeah, look, life was simple back then because this is back when wrestling came on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what channel.
SmackDown. I have Monday. Raw was on USA.
I think Raw was on USA,
and then SmackDown was on.
What was it? Because it was. I really can't remember. Yeah, it's not TNT.
No.
Yeah, this is like
because Raw was on TNT before it went to USA.
Yeah,
or Spike TV, whatever it was. One of those.
One of those two,
or both. Before it went to USA. But,
was it on primetime? I don't think it was on Fox or it's on Fox now, but I don't think it was back then.
Man, it was just.
Cause see, look, this is back when The Rock. We had the Hurricane, Scotty 2 Hotty. And this is when all the games started coming out. So the ones I remember was SmackDown. Not Bring the Pain, because they always use The Rock's quotes.
Oh, here comes the pain.
Here comes the pain. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and they had Here Comes the Pain.
And then
probably one of the best ones ever.
And then they started dropping SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh, yes, sir.
And where they messed up, well, not messed up, but where they had the game fucked up was when they started to create a character, and you had to choose which one you wanted to go to, and you had to fucking work your career at the same time. So you had to go and talk to some people. I just learned never talk to Stephanie McMahon, never talk to Booker T, because it always ends horribly, no matter what you say to him.
Booker T come around.
sucker. Look.
Yes. Get to spin a Rooney on your head.
Hell yeah.
You're going to sleep.
Man, look, don't ever let The Rock lose a match, because if The Rock ever lost a match, whoever he lost to, I would go find them on SmackDown versus Raw, and I would pick them in a one-on-one, like in a handicap match with me and The Rock, and we'll fuck them up. We'll beat the shit out of them and win the match.
That shit.
Don't ever mess with The Rock.
I used to love wrestling games.
But yo, when The Rock came back for the first time,
mom,
I ain't never yelled my mom yell that loud.
Yeah.
Because she was like, Kush, turn on. Like, she like told me to turn on USA, and the screen just went dark.
Yeah.
And I was, what the hell's going on? And all I heard was, if you're smart. Oh shit! No,
what The Rock?
The GOAT
is cooking.
This is not a drill. Look.
I'm telling. And he had that once in a lifetime match against John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they did like 2 other times.
And they had once in a lifetime again, and I was like, all right, y'all doing
Nah, man. The first time when The Rock was cutting them promos and he was talking that shit again, he started bringing back cussing. He was like, the most innovative thing you've done, you changed your jean shorts to camo shorts. Yes. They started calling them Fruity Pebbles. Like, literally, nobody could fuck with The Rock when it came down to a microphone. Nobody.
Him and Chris Jericho. Them boys got Mike.
I gotta go back and watch Chris Jericho because I'm still high off The Rock. But you know who else had it? And I just remembered this the other day. CM Punk. That fucking pipe bomb. No, the world wasn't ready. Now, I'm not the biggest wrestling aficionado. One of my boys is. Shout out to you, Harmon. Fucking Harmon, like, the way when Harmon told me that pipe bomb was real, and he really wasn't supposed to say that shit.
Yeah.
Blew my mind even further.
I heard that Vince McMahon said, I'm gonna give you free reign, say whatever you want for like 4 minutes, some crap like that, right? That's what I had heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but the moment he started saying shit about Vince McMahon's family, he said, let me tell y'all a true story that actually happened.
When that motherfucker
cut off, I was like,
dog,
yo.
When he sat down, I was like, why is he sitting down there? Right. Like, he crossed his legs Indian style. He was like, look, he basically was gather around the campfire, kids.
It's story time.
Let's light some shit on fire.
Right. And then Tussie was in the ring like, listening.
Look, yeah.
It was like, and you too, John, trash bitch. I was like, yo, he's talking.
He was like, cash. He is out for fucking blood, dog.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Yo, man, we've been going at it for 2 fucking hours.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Well, that's how you know you're in the zone right there. It was amazing having you on. I can't wait to have you again, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, so I'm going to go ahead and let him go. What's up?
Before we go, now switch gears one more time, man.
Let's do it.
How did you feel about that J. Cole album?
I listened to it one time.
Okay.
I listened to it one time. I got to go listen to it again.
Okay.
First time listening to it, I blame it on me not being as attentive to it because I wasn't that impressed with it. Okay. This is probably, it's not my least favorite because For Your Eyes Only is probably my least favorite because he sounded super depressed during it. With this one, I don't know, it was my least favorite, but I feel like I'm tripping, so I'm gonna go back and give it another listen. It just didn't feel like it was as good as KOD to me, so I'm gonna go back, give it another listen. J. Cole's my favorite rapper of all time. Okay. So like from the come up, the warm up, Friday Night Lights, the Sideline Story, Born Center, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, KOD to the to the off season. Yeah. Like J. Cole has been my favorite,
and yours truly.
Yeah. Oh, and definitely that one. Look, and we can take it back to the mixtapes too.
Look. Okay.
Yours truly too. Like we can take it back to the mixtapes.
Yeah.
So with this one, J. Cole can do no wrong to me. J. Cole's always going to be an amazing lyricist. The fucking freestyle he dropped with
on the Leakers.
Yeah, on LA Leakers. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. I was playing ball listening to it.
Best friend's like I'm
airballing. Look, I'm about to say airballing the shit out the fucking ball. Like, this nigga. Look, this nigga spitting right now. God, fucking
dang.
I got to go back and listen to the album one more time. I got to give it one more again.
Yeah.
One more again to make sure I get it.
You'll like it. I think you'll love it, man.
Because I got through it. It's real short.
Yeah, it's only like 12 songs.
Yeah, it's not just his 12 songs. Short, that's what I mean. Like I think
it's like 2 minutes long. You know.
Yeah, look,
it's just like a verse and that's it. You know
are we in a day and age where like a lot of songs are just gonna be shorter now? Because I know like not a lot of mumble rappers.
When we finish with the stream, with the live stream, I'll show you something you might find funny. All
right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. We got to get to to our favorite part. We got to go ahead and get to the best part. Shameless plugs. Do it again. Give them the podcast. Give them the socials. Give them all of it.
Okay. So check us out on Facebook. Join our Discord, and especially on YouTube. Georgia Bros 5. That's Georgia, like the state. Bros, BROS. Room number 5.
I'm coming for the rest of you. Look,
I'm
and Hulk Hogan.
Alright, and check it out, man. Y'all gotta get on
Georgia Bros 5. We coming for you.
You Nick. Zombies the movie. ZOMBEEZ is coming soon. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop us a like, man, and we appreciate everything. Shout out to my man Chris here. Thanks, bro.
It was dope having you, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so my turn. Tag me in, brother. All right, hell yeah. So with that being said, Cole King Cage right here. Join the Discord. I will make sure all the links that we are gonna be telling you is in the description below. Will be in the description below. You already got us on the Twitch. Cole King Cage. Come through. Come join the family. This is the only way we get better. We get bigger from here. Come. Make sure you drop a donation. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop some support. Come fucking through. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Cole King Cage.
I'm Channel D, man.
He has been
AKA Monopoly Maestro, AKA the Mazda Maniac, AKA... Alright, that's all you got, man.
With that being said, y'all go forth. Y'all do great things.